What is going on, everyone? We're back at you. If you were here last week, you will remember I promised you serious competitive Polytopia, and we have serious competitive Polytopia. That's me in the center of the map. I have not met this tribe yet because I am playing against Gully. There we go. Innofunni down there. Well, I guess not down there, but in the center of the map. We have our other teammate, who is Oots, this Illyrion. And our last teammate is this Hoodrick down here, GullYY himself. So this was a 3v3 that we played in season. If you don't know what season it is the most competitive. I don't think anyone's going to deny this. The most competitive format of Polytopia that we have access to at this moment. And we are playing against the Ronin. This is my second of 2 season games I played in the last season. First one, I already have a video on that. And we're going to go through a little slow-like. We're going to show off this game one perspective of a teammate at a time. Just try to get a full picture of what was going on here, all the different strategies, talk about some reminiscences and such. But it's an archipelago map. We both ended up with mirrored tribes. We're going to go ahead into fishing. It's going to be useful, again, archipelago. Take an explorer, and yeah, those old explorers are kind of rage baiters. But we end up taking an explorer here, which does meet our opponent here. And we run our archers straight into this city. And how are they going to, block us from sieging? They're not going to train anything at all, which might seem really weird, but we're going to come back to that. Put a pin in that for when we return. What's going on there? Yeah, this is the big reason why they were not allowed to train anything. Our partner Oots is going to run straight through the Aquarion's territory. It goes ahead, it gives some star trades down here, helps us get into the water. I'm going to steal from my own teammate on this city, which is a little cruel to him, but, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And what we had to do in this game was make our Aquarion as strong as possible, because, Hoodrick is a giant factory, and we love getting a ton of giants and whatever else, but, yeah, not on these resources of all these water tiles and whatever else. So we're going to go ahead and meet our opponent over there. Meanwhile, this Aquarion, still on these 2 cities. We were able to steal this city from them, but they've got Octus now. They were able to pop all the starfish around there. So we're getting sieged over here. We're going to go ahead, just kick them straight off with the archers. Get a little rammer action to take their scout out. And this is very important what happens over in the east here. We shoot this one down to 11 health, and we gotta wait for the rest of their turn. They move in here, and we're really going like, what? This really just happened like this? At the same time, Aquarion's gonna go ahead and siege this city as well, because we are trying to get set up for a Grand Bazaar. So, I'm gonna get the Polytar to 10 health. This archer is going to move forward, which does take some tentacle retaliation, but it blocks this amphibian from going ahead, helping out with the unsiege. This Octu is a little misplaced here with all of these flooded tiles. It can go through the flooded tiles, of course, but it cannot go through 2 flooded tiles at the same time. So the Octu can't reach, their rider can't reach either, and now this 10 health Polytar siege is going to hold on this city. So GullYY's putting in his all to, make this work. We go ahead, trying to figure out all the ways that they could siege this city. I mean, this amphibian's at 2 out of 3 kills, so we have to get ready for the possibility of them stepping off the ruin, sieging with a veteran rider. So you got this right here, which could become a rammer and help siege. They get a warrior, so all the same, we have enough units around in range now that we are able to go ahead, kick them off. Kick them off in this order, with the rammer down here and not on the city. Now they go ahead, drop their Octu over here. We're seeing a little cap siege in the fog, so we'll come to that. But before then, just got to point out, there was no way for Aquarion to actually siege the city down here until they damaged the archer with the Octu. Now we get vision on this city, and they're not going to be able to kick us off because they are getting destroyed. Yep, all their units gone. Like the Illyrion is going to go ahead and pop them. So the main arc of this game is, taking out their Aquarion, and from that winning the rest of the game. But we only saw, this small side down here, goalie's contributions to the game, which was largely getting eaten by his teammates. So thanks for taking one for the team. But what was the rest of the stuff that was going on? I mean, first off, we had one of the most disgusting Illyrian spawns I've seen in my life. Like, look at these sanctuary setups. Like, off rip. Natty 4 right there. I think actually it's like 95 and then like border growth 6, but straight into level 4 as well. So the other thing we do is we make sure we step on this village, but then we just continue on past it. I mean, big thing is, we need Aquarion to be getting that Grand Bazaar. Like, that's what we just keep hoping for the whole game. The other thing is, like, this city is terrible for Illyrian. Like, we're not putting up any sanctuaries here. Instead, we're just going to go ahead, and they feel a little threatened by us, by our presence, evidenced by the wall here. And, it does make sense because, yeah, I mean, they're getting a little sieged over there. We did steal that city from them early, and they know that they are, like, our Aquarion capital here, Hoodrick down here, Illyrian over in the east. Yeah, they are surrounded by everyone, so their job is just to not die. So we've got a couple of sanctuaries, but we still haven't put up this east one because we keep getting more Polydars to put into the water. So we get a Star Ruin, which is, just obviously phenomenal, fantastic. Like one of the most cracked Illyrian spawns just all time, question mark. Don't know what else to say about it. Showing a little off about what was going on with the Aquarion spawn here, with that Explorer. Explorer's also going to meet both of them, so get some more stars. You can go ahead, get some ports as well, get everything set up. Maybe another port in this lighthouse, like a port will upgrade this city at some point. But for now, it stays out of the way. So our Aquarion, yeah, is getting attacked. Me specifically, I'm the Aquarion, I'm getting attacked. We're going to go ahead and make sure that, we defend this capital the best we can with all our riders and such, while we're going after, the attacks on their Aquarion. So it's going to be Rammer plus Warrior they're using, their Illyrian anyways, to go after our capital. So really annoying that our Aquarion doesn't have any stars when all we want is a crab. We just can't get it. Going to go ahead and take out that Rammer a little bit. And finally, turn 10, we're getting really close to the giant or crab on the capital. And here's that siege from earlier that we calculated out, that we were able to take out this guy and block this rider down here with some archers, and that this siege would hold. So good vision, good work planning that by our Illyrian player Oots. I'm gonna go ahead and move in, and this is a lot of the same things that we've seen from the Hoodrick perspective, from goalie's perspective earlier, but some new things, which I think we can go ahead, zoom a little bit back, not too far, and take a look at what our Aquarion was doing at the same time. Grabbed a village over here, then picked up this city that, our Illyrian skipped past because he does not have access to these aqua farms. Take the ruined city as well. We want to make sure that, Hoodrick doesn't get it and just get like, who knows, like a climbing ruin or something. I mean, he already bought climbing. Maybe he gets meditation from the ruin. Instead, we want to get a village from that. And then we're going to be looking. We've got 5 cities, and it looks like this one is a natural choice to go ahead and pick up our Grand Bazaar. We could like bounce off this warrior up here, but yeah, they've got rammers around, so not going to do that. Right now, we don't attack them because goalie's going to take care of this for us. Although, because of the turn order, we are going to lose stars on this siege and this siege. Going to be at a pathetic like 9 stars per turn. Once we actually get everything going here, like we're not losing these 3 stars and these 5 stars. We can have 17 stars per turn, which is enough to get somewhere. But they're putting on really good pressure. Unfortunately for them, we have enough to go ahead. We're going to take this city and get our Grand Bazaar. We're just going to need to put one more atoll down. And we've got some riders. This is another reason why we want this city instead of our Illyrian, because we need to be training riders here to defend our capital. Riders over here are getting one-shot. These are amphibians that do not have fortification and will get one-shot by rammers. So we're keeping this city around. One of the big ideas is defending against this Juggernaut. If the Juggernaut wants to siege this city, The problem that they're going to have is that we can use 2 monuments at any point, push a crab here and Houdini them. And then the other units they have are just warriors right now, which are not very difficult for us to defend against at all. But we finally get our Grand Bazaar, and we are going to go ahead and use Anna Parker Fortune for a crab down here, send it up for the defense. But we're going to hold off on using that Grand Bazaar since Grand Bazaar is for, pushing the crab over here eventually. Picking up waterways and then getting some bubbles, pushing in our own crab against Illyrion. And this is a position that it ends off in, so we're just going to go ahead and look at our Illyrion take that last glorious turn, because they have their own Grand Bazaar now after they steal Aquarion's 2 cities down here. They're looking at taking this ruin as well. And we're going to go ahead and pick up an egg on the capital, turn 12. Some nice 37 stars per turn. Finally got that level 3 sanctuary east of the capital. Another egg as well, and just advancing everything in. Like, everything is super defended, and our opponents realize that, yeah, they could not defend their weakest teammate, and they do not want to play this game out at this point. They don't think that they have any attack. And, I mean, I don't blame them. Like, Utz's sanctuaries are just too crazy to deal with. So, that was 2 for 2 last season. Perhaps we'll do this again. Look at my 1 whole season game. I have this one. Or maybe not. Okay, bye.